Gusto mo bang mag-work sa cruise ship pero hindi mo alam kung paano magsimula? Ano nga ba ang mga requirements? Magkano ang dapat mong ihanda? O ano ang dapat mong mga malaman bago ka mag-apply? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Rhea, your seafarer guys. So for today's video, we'll be talking about what are the things that you need to prepare bago ka mag-apply sa cruise ship. Number 1, alamin nyo ang position na gusto nyong applyan. So, first things first, kailangan alam nyo yung position na bagay galing sa experience nyo. Kasi meron tayong madaming department sa barko. Meron tayong restaurant, bar, galley, housekeeping, meron ding entertainment, meron mga nasa guest service, meron mga security, spa. Hindi lang tayo guys basta-basta mag-apply. Actually, hindi siya ganun kadali kasi most of the cruise ship companies are looking for somebody who is having the same experience land-based. Advice is tingnan nyo yung work experience nyo and also yung skills nyo bago kayo mag-apply. Hindi naman kailangan exact same position yung job experience nyo. Basta yung relevant doon. Like for example, you're a bartender here. May mga job position na cocktail waitress, bar attendant. So, related pa rin siya sa bar. So, yun yung actually yung mga starting position kasi sa mga cruise ship companies. Please guys, wag lang kayo apply nga kasi it doesn't matter like, for example, yung position na yun, mataas yung salary, doon ako mag-a-apply. No guys. Number 2, get relevant job experience. So, isa to sa pinaka frequently asked questions sa akin na kailangan ba talaga may experience bago mag-apply sa cruise ship? The answer depends on the position, guys, and also depends on the company. Pero may mga positions, especially in the hotel department, they are really looking for a relevant job experience before they hire the person. For example, like me, if you want to be a waiter or snack attendant or belong to the restaurant department, you must have at least related job experience like in the hotel, restaurant, banquet, resorts. So it really helps you, para kasi ang dami nag-a-apply eh. So para mag-stand out yung CV nyo na ma-experience no, so at least makapipili ka ng HR. Also, while you're working locally, wag lang yung parang nagtatrabaho kayo, kasi kailangan ko lang mag-gain ng experience. So try to learn new skills then. So for your job interview, in the cruise ship, mapapakita nyo na maganda yung naging experience nyo dito on board and nakagain kayo ng madaming skills at makakontribute nyo yun once you work in the cruise ship. So also guys, while you are having your job experience, learn to communicate with the guests. Try to communicate more and more and try to practice your English because all the job interviews in the cruise ship is in English. And also, a lot of our passengers are coming from the United States. So, some of the passengers are from the Europe. Some of them are also speaking in English. But English is the universal language that we needed to be on board, at least a basic lang. Number 3, prepare your documents. This is something I recommend. So, if ever super willing ka na talaga mag-apply, kailangan prepared ka na at least sa mga documents mo. Para, pag natawagan ka for initial interview, masabi mo na at least documents ready ka. Ito ng mga natatagalan yung mga applicants. So, by the way guys, it depends on your position and company, agency, kung ano mga requirements na kailangan nila. But, some of the documents are really needed for everybody, for all the seafarers, like yung passport, seaman's book, basic training, NBI, birth certificate, the basic documents that they really needed. So, may mga nagtatanong sa akin na kailangan na ba ready yung seaman's book bago mag-apply. Actually guys, based on my experience kasi, nakapag-apply ako noon, pero wala pa akong seaman's book. I only have my passport. Pero, ang nangyari is advantage for me kasi yung mga kasamahan ko na na-hire, a lot of them meron na agad seaman's book and yung basic training, but ako wala pa. So, ang nangyari is, natagalan yung deployment ko. So, mas nauna silang mga nakales kasi, documents ready na sila, tapos na sila. And meanwhile, for me, hindi pa ako tapos kasi wala akong seaman's book. So, natagalan yung deployment ko. Instead of like only 2 to 3 months na waiting time, parang naging 6 months yung sa akin. So, I suggest that if you're really eager na mag-apply sa cruise ship and alam nyo naman na qualified kayo based on your job experience, I suggest guys na asikasuhin nyo na muna yung basic training and apply na kayo for seaman's book. Number 4, make a good CV or resume. CV is your first impression. So, So, hindi kailangan, fancy yung design. Mas importante nga yung mas clean but precise yung mga information nakalagay doon. For example, instead of like just writing waiter 2 years, much better guys to write there na explain what you actually did, ang job description mo as a waiter do sa establishment na yun. Did you handle international guests? Did you try to upsell products? Did you try to handle a high volume of guests? Make your experience clear and most importantly, be honest. Number 5, apply through legitimate channels. This is guys very important and nakakalungkot din kasi nga maraming gusto mag-apply sa cruise ship and a lot of them na nai-scam dahil dito. Before sending your documents or before paying anything, verify kung legitimate ang recruiter. So, meron naman tayong mga legitimate na, agencies dito sa Philippines. So, huwag kayo basta-basta mag-chat sa mga Viber, sa WhatsApp. Kasi guys, hindi naman nag-hire ang mga legitimate planning agencies through Viber or WhatsApp or Telegram. So, meron sila mga website and accredited sila. So, huwag basta-basta maniniwala na magbabayad lang ng ganitong amount and makakasampa ka na. Guys, no. Actually, they don't ask for any placement fees for seafarers. Number 6, practice yourself for your interview. Start applying. So once you start applying, prepare yourself for interviews. Prepare answers for questions like, tell me about yourself, why do you want to work in the cruise ship, what is your previous job experience, and how do you handle high volume of guests. And of course, there will be probably some questions that will be related to the job positions that you're applying for. That's why it's very important na, related yung job experience mo to the job position that you're applying for. So important that don't memorize your answer kasi halata talaga siya. So pag nakalimutan nyo, paano mo siya sasagutin? So just don't be nervous, be true to yourself, and try to practice in English. Okay, so number 7, this is a topic that hindi masyado na pag-uusapan. Actually, guys, this is a reality ha. Once you get hired, today, for example, it doesn't mean that bukas sasampa ka na agad. No, you have to prepare yourself financially. So there's a lot of process, guys, before your deployment. So you have to prepare yourself financially when it comes to preparing your documents, trainings, transportation, like yung pamasahe mo, pag-report mo sa office, yung pagkain mo, medical expenses, as I said before, you have to shoulder your medical and also your visa fees, especially for the medical. Like, kailangan mahigpit sila, lalo na pag sa dental, kailangan clear ka sa dental, guys, hindi ka makakapasa if ever na, you have problem with your dental. So, mahalang dental procedures. So, if you're trying to apply for this job, try to save little much para mabilis din yung pagpa-process nyo. And also, don't resign to your current job right away. Like, for example, you got hired today, tapos resign ka na agad. No, because once you get hired, it takes months before ka makaalis. So, wait until you have something concrete bago ka mag-resign sa work mo. Like, for example, you're for visa processing na. So, after visa processing kasi malapit na yung joining date nyo. So, that's the time that I think it's much better for you to resign. Just one thing that I want for the first-time applicants to understand. Have a backup plan while waiting. Number 8 is prepare for your medical examination. As I mentioned from my last video, I was delayed because of this medical examination. So here's the thing, guys. After you got hired, you will undergo through a medical examination. So make sure that you get enough rest. Ako sure, guys, sa mga medical conditions na ano yung allowed or hindi allowed. So much better na pag nag-undergo through kayo, magsasabihin naman nila sa iyo yung process kung paano nyo gagamutin yung sarili. Number 9, prepare yourself mentally to work on board. It's true, guys. Working in the cruise ship looks so beautiful in social media. Yes. You get to travel, first of all, you get to meet a lot of people with different culture. You can earn and also, help your family. You guys need to understand that we are not there for a vacation. We are there to work. So you may work long hours. I'm not sure kung ano mga schedule nyo doon. Different personalities and culture. Hindi lahat doon mababait. Hindi lahat doon kasing ugali mo. Hindi lahat doon makaka-vibe mo. So, you need to prepare for that. Days na sobrang pagod ka na, pero hindi. Kailangan mo pa rin gawin yung trabaho. Before you apply, ask yourself, am I ready for this lifestyle? So, that's it, guys. Those are the things that sa tingin ko kailangan yung malaman bago kayo mag-apply sa cruise ship. So, if you're currently planning to apply, I hope this video helps you and guided you throughout your seafarer journey. If you want more videos about cruise ship life, application tips, see you guys in my next vlog. Bye! And good luck sa cruise ship journeys nyo!